Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. I thought I'd go ahead and make a second video today. Having a lot of downtime when you're not feeling well. Got a lot more time to look at stuff. And so between sleeping, I've been doing a lot of reading and looking at information. And I'm just, I'm absolutely amazed at how stupid people are. I'm going to get right into it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be very, very blunt and very honest. So you guys can see the fire okay. The sheep are just being led around by the nose, and just, it is absolutely amazing to me. You know, you look at the powers that be, okay? So you got the situation in Iran, where you have people were just absolutely had enough because, you know, they were going to raise the gas prices by 50%, and they cut the internet. They went in and killed a whole bunch of people and absolutely squashed any kind of uprising, okay? And that's okay. Not a big deal, right? Nobody says anything. Nobody cares. It is amazing. It is amazing. You look at the different places around the world with, excuse me, all the different things that are happening. I was looking at Max as he's chasing his own tail in the bedroom. He's a nut. But anyway, so you look at the different things that are going around the world. I mean, they've been protesting in France for months and months and months, and you're not hearing a lot about that because they don't want that out there. They don't. The news media does not want you to get any ideas in your head here in the United States, so they're going to squash a lot of the stuff that's going on around the world because, you know, we don't want you to actually start to think for yourself. Okay, so that's, we can't absolutely have that. So we have these dog and pony shows that are going on right now. So everything in the whole forefront of the news, and we're going to talk about this, might as well throw this out there. Oh, the impeachment, the impeachment, the impeachment. Well, as everybody knows, sure, it's going to pass in the House because the, you know, they have the majority in the House, the Democrats do. So they're going to get it passed in the House, but it's never going to pass in the Senate. It's never going to happen. So the president is not going to be impeached. It's going to be this big dog and pony show with Schiff up there with his gavel. You're out of order. You're out of order. Does not have. You're not your turn to speak. I mean, it's just a freaking game. And I have a buddy of mine that literally has sat and watched every bit of it. And I'm thinking, why? It's just it's a big joke. It's a show. It's a game. It's an absolute distraction from the real important things that are going on. I want you guys to remember, Democrat or Republican, I don't care what your party affiliation is, if you're independent, whatever you are. Look at the nonsense and the wasted amount of time. We had 3 years of this fake Russian collusion nonsense, and when that led to nothing, and then all of a sudden they came up with this whole impeachment thing. Now, my question would be on the impeachment thing. Has anybody investigated the Bidens? Now, last I checked, he is a presidential candidate, and while he was vice president of the United States, his son was sitting on a board in Ukraine with zero experience with an energy company making $50,000+ a month. Okay? Isn't that a little odd to you? What about Nancy Pelosi's son, who's also on that same board? Okay, let's talk about those things. But no, you're not going to hear about that because that's not what they want you to hear. The news media is going to put out what their agenda is, which is to deface Trump, to make Trump look like a chump, you know, and all that type of stuff. It's just, and it's just like I'm going in and I watch this and I go, people cannot be that stupid. They really can't be. But the sad truth is, a lot of them are that stupid. And it is absolutely amazing to me. And if you're one of those people, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call you stupid. I just wish that people would look beyond the regular news stuff and just really dig in and do their own research on stuff and really see what's going on. So another thing, let's throw another thing out here. Climate change. Oh my God, we got to save the planet. The planet's going to be decimated. Everything's going to be terrible. Well, you know what? The planet goes in cycles. Always has, always will. Long before we were here, long after we are gone, meaning the human race, okay? There will always be climate change. The climate's going to change. and that's what's going to happen, okay? And that's the bottom line. That's never going to change, okay? So I want you guys to think about that, because that's absolutely a reality. We are not affecting the planet like they think we are. Are we poisoning the planet? Sure, we're poisoning the planet. Are we hurting the planet? Of course we are, with all the toxic crap that we dump into our waterways and our oceans and everything else. Of course we are, okay? But are we having such a huge dramatic effect on our planet like they try to make it out like we are? Absolutely not. We're not changing the temperature of the planet. The planet will do that on its own. If you think about all the volcanoes that are going off here recently, and all the stuff that they're putting up into the upper atmosphere, that alone is way, way worse than any kind of, stuff that we're putting out there. That's the reality of it, guys. I mean, but I wish people would actually do that research, look and see, and go from there. I really wish they would, but they won't, and they never will. So they'll just listen to the news media. They will listen to what they're being fed, and the manipulation will continue to go on and on and on. Let's look at real issues that are happening. Let's pay attention to those things. Let's not be sucked into these games that are going on and all that type of stuff. I really wish people would wake up. I really, really do. So it's frustrating when I see these things, and I wonder if any of you are frustrated too. I mean, I want to hear how you guys feel. Am I wrong? Am I that stupid? Am I being manipulated, or not smart enough to figure it out that all these conglomerate news moguls who own all of the outlets that are putting out this agenda to you? I don't know if any of you saw it, that recently they were talking, because the president was saying fake news, calling them out on their BS, okay? And then next thing you know, all these news channels from all over the country, including in Rochester, they were all being given the same exact script, and they all read the same exact thing. Absolutely amazing to me. And people just fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And then when it got shown, and that it was being done, and that manipulation was there, it's amazing. It really, really is amazing. And it just continues and continues and continues. But people continue to fall for it, and I just don't get it. I really don't. So, a little frustrated, a little annoyed. So I thought I would come out and put my soapbox right here, and get up on my soapbox and do a little vent. But it is absolutely amazing to me. And the masses, for the most part, cannot see that they are being manipulated. That in the meantime, nothing is being done to help this country. We're not stopping the drug crisis in this country. We're not helping the poor. We're not helping the homeless. We're not getting programs in place to help people. And we could easily. If they can find trillions and trillions of dollars to feed the war machine, they could come up with the money to take care of these other issues. But heaven forbid that we do that. We can't do that. We want to keep you all drugged up and doped up. And there's the other thing. Using doctors and these pharmaceutical companies, using the doctors to push their poison, on people. Your kid's a little hyperactive. Well, he has ADHD, and so he's got to take this pill. Oh, and he'll have to take it forever. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and we can continue to feed into it. Now the latest thing, a lot of people are so sick and tired of the schools that they're pulling their kids out of schools. Because of, and it comes down to one thing and one thing only, is the bullying. You look at the bullying that goes on, and you look at that, like that Cruz, the one that did the Parkland shooting, okay? He was bullied horrendously. So you get to a point where enough is realistic. There's always a breaking point. And ever since those two idiots out there in Colorado and Columbine did what they did, there's been how many copycats of that, okay? Kids get sick and tired of being picked on. They get tired of being bullied. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't care what school you go to, there's a hierarchy right now. Right now, in any school you go to, there's going to be your jocks, you're going to have your brainiacs, you're going to have your heads, which are your partiers, okay, just so those of you who don't know what those are, and then you're going to have your preppies, okay, and then you're going to have your freaks. And your freaks can fall into any one of those categories that is an outside category. And those are generally the ones that are being bullied all the time, okay? Because they're the outcasts, the ones that don't fit in, and, they never will fit in, okay? So That's in every school. It was in school when I was in high school. Okay, I hung out with the heads. I was a drinker, but I wasn't into drugs. But I hung out with the heads because I thought they were cooler than all the rest of those people. People left me alone, which was fine. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to leave me alone. But it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And it's not going to stop. It is absolutely not going to stop. So, just some thoughts I wanted to share. There's a lot we could do positive and good for this country, but we won't. And that's the sad part. Because people are not going to demand it. Because they're going to be distracted with stupid impeachments that are going to go nowhere. They're distracted by stupid climate change that is, so you're begging. This is what I want you guys to understand something. You are begging to be taxed. Oh, please tax me so that I can say that I've done my part for climate change. Are you that stupid? Really? I'm sorry, I'm going to call people out. Are you that stupid? Really? Come on. Let's get a grip. Let's really get a grip. When poor Greta, or whatever her name was, I think her name was Greta, gets on there and cries and my childhood has been stolen. What about all those people, all those kids around the world that are slave labor, basically, at a very, very young age? Their childhoods have been stolen, not hers. Not hers. So, ridiculous. I'm just tired of it. And I'm tired of people falling for this manipulation. The media gets their golden-haired child and run her out there in front of everybody and play this game, and it just continues to happen. So, unbelievable. So, anyway, I just had to get on here and vent, and so that's what I'm doing. And that's what's going on, guys. I don't know. It gets very, very old, and it gets very, very frustrating. I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on the topic, okay? I want to hear what you guys have to say, because I think it is important. And I think we need to have intelligent adult conversations about it, okay? Really, let's have some intelligent conversations. So anyway, guys, if you like the t-shirt, if you're interested in the t-shirt, again, STD, Step Thing and Day, those are also available on my website at PrepperNurse1.com. If you are looking to try to form a group, try to get together with like-minded people, we have the Prepper Nurse 1 community also on the website, okay? So if you go there, it's totally free to join. It is very private. If you're looking to connect with like-minded people, go in there, check out the message boards, look for people in your state or your country. It's a great way, it's a great resource. It's available to you guys. So definitely check that out. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. A lot of people don't realize that, but we really, truly are, okay? Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. And the only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you, okay? I hope you have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.